Hi there. In this video tutorial, I'll show you how we can use an embedded if-else block. That is to say, we can write an if-else block and we can have another if-else block inside that if-else block. So we can have an outer if-else block and then an inner if-else block. So this is sometimes called embedded if-else blocks or nested if-else blocks. Let's create a file or a script. Let's specify the bash program as the shell for this script. Let's write a simple condition here. There is this system or environment variable user in caps, and it stores the value of the currently logged in user, so we can check if this user is equal to root. If that is the case, then perform another if or another condition and see if the shell the root user is running is equal to /bin/bash. If that is the case, then show this message. So here we see if this test returns a true value, then this block or this if block here we see if this test returns a true value, then we have another if block, and here we are checking if the shell is /bin/bash for the user specified here in the outer if block. This is the outer if block and this is the inner if block in this scenario. If the user is not root, then what to do? We can have an else block here. What if the current user is root but he is not running the bash shell? So in this case, the inner if block can have an else block too. Let's save the file. Let's quit. Before we run it, let's set the executable permission. Now let's print the source first. Here we have this outer if block. It has its own else block, and we have closed it with the keyword if reversed, and this if else fi block is called the inner if else block. What should happen when we run this script? The currently logged in user's value is checked to see if it is equal to root. If it returns a true value, then this if else block will be executed. If the test fails right here, then the control jumps to this else block and the message will be printed out, and then we are closing the if block. If the control goes to this if block, then this condition will be tested. If it returns a true value, then this message will be printed out. We can have any command here or any course of action here or multiple commands here. If it returns a false value, then the default course of action we have specified in the else block would be carried out, and the inner if block gets closed right here. Let's run it. So you see the message, you need to be the root user. So what happened, we will see again. This test failed. In the first place, the control was transferred to the else block and the message was printed out. Let's see. Or verify, and we see the user is demo. So let's switch user to root. Now I am the root user, and let's run this script. We are good to proceed. See, the first test returns a true value. Now the second test inside the embedded if block is also returning true value because we have the required shell in place. This is what we are checking here. That's why we see this message printed out here. Let's see if I change this cell to something else, then what would happen? Let me exit and log in back. You see, the shell has become effective now. Now the shell is looking /bin/ss. So even if this test would return a true value, the test inside the inner if block would return a false value, and so this else block would be executed because the shell program is not what we are expecting it to be. So let's run the script and see if it works that way. And you see, you are running shell bin sh, please change shell to bin bash to run this script. Whatever message we have asked our script to print out, it's doing that. So this is an example of how we can use an embedded if-else block. That is to say, we can have an outer if-else block and we can have an inner if-else block. We are not limited to put this if block just out of the outer if block. We can have it inside an else block also, here or here too. So we can have multiple if-else blocks. It's just a matter of choice and how you are going to write your script and what you want it to do. In my previous tutorial, I have shown you how to use simple if-else blocks and how to perform multiple tests or multiple conditions by using multiple if-else statements. So you may like to watch those videos if you have missed them. That's all for this session. Thanks for watching.